back, ladies and gentlemen. I've lost all control of the studio once again because Larry is here. Larry Weiss, the president and CEO of Elder Advisors, and his team, Lindsay Fleming, Steve Langdon. They're all present, and we're going to tell you how you don't go broke in a nursing home. Before we get into the workshops, Larry, I think maybe the initial question should be, who should sit down with Larry Weiss and Elder Advisors? Who are the people that you really cater to and help?
Well, I'm a big fan of Roz here in production here at the studio because I think Roz should be #1 because she greeted us, well, me, with a cheese platter and sparkling water when we came in, and Steve was just kind of left in the environs of the lobby. But I said, you know, doesn't this go for John Ramsey too? And Roz said, no, you're Larry Weiss. I'm like, thank you, Roz. Love it. The cheese
sure I know what an environ is. What's an environ?
The water I get is connected to a hose that they give me here. So.
Welcome, Kentuckiana, to Wade Through Listens Live with Larry Weiss and your guest host today, John Ramsey. Back to you, John.
Thank you very much. But no, honestly, I think we're all going to eventually deal with the move to the senior facility. Yeah. So really anyone should be talking to you who has parents that they love, because it's all about really saving mom and dad's money and helping them make that that transition nice and smooth, right?
Well, and a lot of times the reason people don't reach out is because they're scared, because they're afraid they've been operating under the barbershop law, and like our elder law superstar attorney, Steve Langdon, CLLB law, says it's good news. It is good news because it is good news if you get to the right people. If you go to the wrong people out there, Kentuckiana, you're going to be told you have to spend everything, mom loses her house, all this nonsense stuff. It's just completely wrong. That's the barbershop law. So the reality is with the Elder Advisors, because I'm not an attorney, we do the financial part, but to be successful for husband and wife, if one spouse goes into care, we can protect all of the assets. If it's a single person, we can protect half of the assets. But in almost every case, we need a legal component for that to work, to get it across the finish line. And that's what Steve Langdon does, a phenomenal job, because he is the right attorney for the clients. He gets outside of the law office. He meets with families. He holds the state to task because the state is not predisposed to approve any benefits. They're always looking to kind of deny it. Is that right, Steve?
I think it's a fair statement.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate because if you don't know the rules, you will get taken advantage of. And it's not that I'm not going to say they're doing it purposely. That's pointing a finger. But let's just say they're not going to look out for your best interest.
Well, I just think, oftentimes those caseworkers are just so busy, and the training they receive is not adequate. They really need better training, probably a lighter caseload. I mean, if you're dealing with 500 to 1,000 cases at any one time, it's hard to give the attention to those cases that they really deserve. And so what part of my job is to make things honestly as easy as I possibly can for the caseworker. Right. So that they can, it's easy for them, for my cases, to stamp approved. That's my job.
Yep, and to save money, because when we say this, and Lindsay, you can vouch for this, we say that people have gone through, $6,000 to $12,000 a month.
Yes.
That's true. We're not exaggerating.
No. And we sort of calculate almost over $100,000. I mean, six-figure is what long-term care is costing Kentuckiana today, and it varies widely. But I mean, we haven't seen anything less than, I don't think, maybe $7,500 a month, and it's like, wow, that's a really you get really inexpensive. So upwards of $9,000, $10,000, $11,000. So and as far as folks that should come to the workshop or come and see us is those that are in crisis planning. So if this applies to you, you're writing checks to a nursing facility, certainly we have some information that you would like to hear. But also we do a lot of pre-planning. So if everything's great, maybe you've just turned 60, you're looking forward to retirement, would be an opportunity to come in and learn some things as well.
Okay, a lot of the emphasis, I'm assuming, at the workshop is on the legal aspect, because Steve Langdon being the keynote speaker and the focus of the whole thing.
Superstar, baby.
And somebody who really kind of leads the charge.
He does. No, he does. Well, we need him to lead the charge for that. Really, we do. We have to have the legal component, the right legal component. And a lot of what Steve talks about, it's not crisis planning, but it's also pre-planning and doing proper estate planning. And, I was talking to my mom Sunday night, and out of the blue, she said, hey, we had dinner with Bob and Mary. And Mary's real name is Vicky, by the way. And she said, boy, Vicky's really got a tough time right now. I said, what happened? She said, well, her brother, who's kind of has some problems in life, moved in with mom, and before you know it, mom deeded the house to the brother. So now the whole family's up upside down on this, but my thought, because this is what I do, is I hope they're not applying for benefits in the next 5 years. Right, Steve?
Oh, exactly right.
And it happens all the time.
Or that the brother, there's not a divorce or a tax lien or a bankruptcy, or, if the mom's house is in brother's name and he goes through some calamity in life, somebody could be coming after mom's house.
Right.
And this is just one of the scenarios.
Yeah, and that just came up, just the normal conversation of a Sunday night phone call with my mom with one of her friends. And so many people operate under that barbershop law, and it's incredibly dangerous, and sometimes it's just flat out stupid.
Well, it's like you said yesterday that I said.
You did.
There's more 1,000 ways this can go wrong. There's 1,000 ways these things can go belly up. It can be done incorrectly, and there's usually only one that it works, and we know it.
Yeah,
and so that's the benefit of, and we sat across from a family last night and said, I need your help because I don't do this.
Right.
I don't know what this is, and we do, and it's such a privilege to be able to walk these folks through that.
And things perhaps have gotten a little bit more complex due to the world in which we live
Certainly.
in. Lindsay, so what kind of things are people struggling with now? I know placement is something that you can help with, but what other struggles do you see that are maybe a little bit unusual?
Yeah, I think we're coming out of COVID, and there's lots of studies going on about how COVID and the isolation changed not only our folks with dementia, but also just the elderly in general. The isolation was so hard on folks, and our caregivers are feeling that. Our caregivers are feeling overwhelmed with the complexities of the medical issues and the health issues that their loved ones are facing. It's a lot going on.
Steve, I know you'll talk about power of attorney. What's some of the other common questions you get at these workshops?
How much, for instance, the facilities, you were talking about that. It's the inflation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't just a few years ago that maybe $7,500 a month was appropriate.
Right.
It's $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 a month now. Inflation has hit everything, especially those costs. So we're going to talk about the cost of nursing homes. We're going to talk about some pre-planning issues. We want to make things. If you have kids, obviously you want to make it as easy as possible for those kids. If you have an incapacity or if you pass on. So we're going to talk about some things that you can do there to help your children before a crisis hits. And then we're also going to talk about things that we can do when the crisis hits.
Yep. And also I think that the main objective, of course, again, is if and it's legal, keeping your money, but
Look
you
at
have
Steve
to know how to
when you
do
say
the
legal,
strategies.
because I'm not an attorney.
Okay, thank you.
Financial, legal.
There we go. Because of the strategies,
absolutely,
what you can do is legal, but if you're not aware of them, you can get, I don't want to say bilked, but
no, you just go south.
Yeah.
Just things go south because bad things happen.
Deny your benefits.
Deny your application. But from what I've learned in life, especially for the 10 years I spent as a litigator, going to trial and doing that. If something bad can happen to a person, it tends to happen. Whether you're a good person, bad person, or indifferent person, bad things occur.
But the news is good here.
And the news is good here, so you better be prepared for it.
Right. Let's talk about the workshop. Okay, for those who want to attend, Larry, this is great information. The good news is it's free, too.
Right. They can go to freeworkshop.com and register. They can call 855-LARRY-55, John. But it is good news because we're certainly talking crisis plans, but then we also talk about ways to avoid this in the first place. There's all kinds of things that Steve can do in the legal part, elder advisors on the financial. So, we always focus on the crisis plan of don't go broke a nursing home, but there's things that we can do to give peace of mind well beyond that. That's what we talk about at the workshop. So Monday on the 4th of April, 10 a.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn on Crittenden Drive. Just go to freeworkshop.com and register. Tuesday morning, Indiana, at the Hampton Inn on Broadway Street, right off Veterans Parkway, freeworkshop.com. And, of course, you can always go to 855-LARRY-55. It's the answer to all your questions in life, 855-LARRY-55.
And if someone told you could save tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of dollars, wouldn't you attend?
Yeah.
And that's the case. It is about saving yourself money and knowing.
Right.
And we'll have a good time.
Right. And
we always have a good time.
It's fast-paced. Folks, if you think this is a 3 or 4 hour meeting, that's not going to happen here. It's fast-paced. We move fast. We don't go over everything at the workshop because there's too much, but we try to hit the bullet points of things, and then we make ourselves available for free private consultations because that's when we get into the days of our lives nuance of soap opera dynamics. That's your lead into 1 o'clock Kentucky. Don't touch the dial.
Thank you very much.
1 o'clock, days of our
Once
lives.
Again, Larry, Lindsay, and Steve, Elder Advisors. Okay, coming up here, we're going to talk about the perfect smile. It is a first impression.